Hi, my name's Will and welcome to the Distorted Transmission for today. I'm talking to Wellington band Captured Kings. How are you guys?
Awesome, mate.
Excellent.
Good to be here.
Yeah, good man.
Cool. So first is intros. If you guys can introduce who you are, what you do in the band, and the other members that aren't present, what they do, and what their names are, obviously.
Sweet as. Yeah, my name's Fergus. I'm the drummer in Capture Kings.
G'day, I'm Finn. I'm the guitarist, lead guitarist for Captured Kings, and yeah, that's kind of my deal.
And I'm Connor, and I play the bass.
Who's missing?
Josh Hernan, our vocalist, he's missing. He's up in the Hut Valley and couldn't make it, unfortunately. But we miss him. We love him.
Cool. All right. So it's history time. I found some footage on Facebook dating as far back as 7 years ago. So it seems like you've been around for a while. Can you enlighten me further about the band and its overall history? Who would like to take that?
That shouldn't have been there. I guess all of us went to college together, and we were kind of in a few different mix and match bands from schools and that until we finally kind of found each other, and we had a couple of vocalists, like a couple of ladies, and then that, as college finished, that kind of fizzled out. But we decided to keep playing together, and then yeah, it's been like that ever since. The original lineup being me, Connor, and Fergus, been that way for about 6 or 7 years, and then Josh turned up a couple of years ago,
about 2021.
Yeah,
midway through.
Just set us up on social media, and we're just like, hey, can I give it a go? And we were like, can't hurt to try some vocals with some instrumentals. We've been doing that for a while, and yeah, it turned out quite nicely, I think.
That's quite unusual for like a band to sort of start out having sort of like mostly founding members up to current day. Like usually people drop off or change, so that's impressive.
Yeah, I think we're just a bit too stubborn, and I can't be bothered trying someone else. What if they don't like me?
Yeah, I mean, we all are really good friends. We've been hanging out almost every weekend for that.
Yeah,
well, longer than that, 7 years. So it just kind of made sense.
Fergus, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, that's kind of the best part about how we got formed was we were in a band with a couple of more people in college, and then as they dropped out, we decided we could do our own thing and keep going with it. And yeah, it's not broken yet, so here we are.
It wasn't like we planned on being instrumental. It was kind of like, well, none of us can really sing, and we don't really want to go looking for anybody, so we just see if we can try something, and who's got a house we can practice at, and then kind of just stuck with that.
Right. Well, I mean, all of these revelations that you've just sort of confessed to me have kind of answered my next question. But yeah, which is the fact that I sort of checked Bandcamp, and you're just about to release something which I'll talk about shortly. But I checked Bandcamp and all the other outlets for sort of music for your band, because that's what I normally do when I do an interview. And I couldn't find anything. And but I know you've been around for about 7 years, judging by that Facebook post from a long time ago with Fergus on his drum set. So I was sort of like wondering, why haven't you released any music up to this point? And the answer, I guess, is the fact that your current vocalist, or perhaps only vocalist for quite some time, sort of appeared recently, and thus you had to write music with lyrics and then release something. Is that correct?
I guess a nice way to say it would be that we're perfectionists and it had to be perfect. But the reality of it is probably that we just didn't have a clue what we were doing. And we tried home recordings, and we tried loads of different things. And we were like, to the point of, this is, quite fun to listen to, but it's not worthy of being released to anybody. I guess it was just waiting until we found something that we were all 100% happy with to be like, finally, fuck yeah, we can actually release this, because we keep getting it at gigs as well. You're like, have you got anything? It's like, no, but we're trying. So fortunately, we got messaged by Lachlan Pickford in Wellington. He's got his studio up there, and he's just like, let's give it a go. We'll do a single, we'll do a demo, we'll see what you think. And we really liked what he could do, and went on from there.
Was everything in the recording, which I haven't even mentioned yet, but we'll just jump that bit and talk about the recording. Was everything in the recording actually recorded live? Like, I'm sort of asking more about the drums than anything else, because quite often, drums can just be samples or Superior drummer or slate drums or something. Is it actual drums?
Yeah, real thing. Yep. I mean, for the start of it, we would use MIDI drums so that, for like demos and tracking the guitars and stuff. But no, we went up to a studio, The Stomach, which is in Palmy, smashed out 6 songs of our EP. Spoiler. But yeah, no, it's all live drums, all me. I promise.
The reason why we're doing this interview is because you sent me a track, and you sort of wanted an interview to sort of promote the fact that you've got a single coming out. So you sent me your as yet unreleased single, Into the Fish Pit, and I checked it out more than a few times. Sounded good to me, and it's dropping on the 25th of August and is one of the tracks from your upcoming EP, which was just spoiled, Regicide, which is yet to be announced. So perhaps we can talk about this sort of the overarching plan to sort of release this single and the following other 5 tracks, as I've just been told, for this Regicide EP, which is planned to come out. What's your actual sort of musical release plan for all that?
So the EP is half and half vocals and instrumentals, which is what we all agreed on. We thought that'd be cool, and because we kind of started as instrumental, we quickly, and most of the songs that are on there are quite old, and just we hadn't had the quality or skills available to record them properly. But now we do, so we have them. And so the first single, obviously, as you've heard, has got vocals on it. And after that gets released, we're planning on doing kind of the same thing with a bit of promo for a second single, and that's going to be instrumental. Not saying what the name is yet, but yeah, so we'll do that, and then I guess after when we release that single, we'll announce the EP, and then do that as follows.
Yeah.
Within the next 4 to 6 weeks, we'll be doing the next one, and then another 4 to 6 weeks after that, we'll drop the whole EP for everyone to love.
Should we say November?
I think around November. It'll be out before the end of the year. Yeah.
Talk to my agent.
Maybe you could tell me why it's called Into the Fish Pit.
It kind of started off as a bit of an inside joke between the 3 of us. This was before Josh joined the band. We play Valhalla in Wellington quite a bit. And before the back of the back area got a bit of renovation, it's just, this really smelly bin out there.
Next to the sushi place.
Yeah, next to the old sushi place. And every time you went out there, it just reeked. So we just kind of came up with this stupid idea after playing a gig, and we were a bit drunk and a bit rowdy about this fish monster who lives in there and just sneaks up and grabs you.
Yeah.
And we kind of wrote that for way too long and ended up writing a song about it. Yeah, which was originally called Into the Fish Bin.
I think it was Fish Bin. Into the Fish Bin, and then there was a few naysayers, not gonna lie. Like, that sounds fucking ridiculous, mate. No. And then it's all about Fish Pit, Into the Fish Pit. So, that could work.
Yeah, like pit, like mosh pit kind of thing. Like, yeah.
It's probably the only song that we have that does have a bit of a silly title. So,
but it just works.
Yeah, it's not something we aim to keep doing, is having like names and silly stories. But it was just a bit of fun, and it worked, and it turned out quite happy with the track, and it's a good single.
I think what really helped the name sort of keep going was like Josh carried it, and he like wrote some really good lyrics and a story about it. And we were like, oh shit, like that's a really good concept for just a song on its own. So after we got that far, we're like, shit, we kind of have to keep this.
All right, cool. Well, let's shift along to the next question. What are the plans for the band now that these releases are coming out? Will you support the release with shows, or have you got any plans?
We've got plenty of ideas, but nothing written in stone just yet. I think the idea is that we definitely want to have a local show at our, I guess, favorite spot, Valhalla. Ideally, a big EP release. Get some of our other bands that we enjoy performing with, get them on as well, and then who knows, hopefully get a bit wider with our shows as well, get around the country a bit if we can. But we'll figure that out a bit further down the line.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for your chat tonight. I'll edit this up and sort it out at my end.
Thanks very much, man.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. Thanks heaps.
Cool. Have a great night. See ya, and say goodbye to everybody.
See you guys.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Bye, Driver.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
And thanks for watching.
Woo! Thanks for watching.